Hello guys, myself Shantanu Avare from MIT Sitka, Aurangabad. In today's session, we are going to see a topic of Java programming language, that is different ways to read input from console. Means if you have to take the user-defined input from the keyboard or from the user, so what is the way to do that? So here, first thing is scanner class. Through scanner class, you can take the input from the keyboard. So second option is buffer reader class, and third option is system.console.readline method. So there are a lot of ways, but we are going to see today only the three ways. So let's start with the first one, that is scanner class. Scanner class having a hierarchy java.lang object java util.scanner, means you require to import java.util package into your program. A simple text scanner which can parse primitive types and string using regular expression. A scanner breaks its input into tokens using a delimiter pattern, which by default matches white space. The resulting tokens may then be converted into value of different types. Means you can take the input as a string or integer. For example, this code allows user to read a number from system.in. That is, you have to create an object of scanner, scanner SC. SC is the object which is equal to new scanner into bracket system.in. And then you have to read the scanner integer into integer, primitive integer, that is I. So int I equal to sc.nextInt. This is the method nextInt which is used for taking a integer input. So now we have to go for one example. So here you have to go to the command prompt, then so this is my default folder on d:\java, which have my all programs. So I want to open program now. So first program for console is read one. This is already created program that I am going to. So if you look towards the program, it is very simple, that you have to import the utility package, that is util, and a scanner class from that util. So then after that you have to go to create object of scanner class. So this is the input parameter given to the scanner class, and then you have to read n as a next int through scanner, and whatever we read from the keyboard, that we are going to print here as a value as a input. So this is a very simple program, that whatever you are taking an input, it will be printed with a text value of input is. So let's do that. Read one. So here java c read one.java. So this is compiled successfully. Now you have to execute it using java read one. So you have to take the input 1, 2, 3, 4. So value of input is 2, 3, 4. Value of input is 2, 3, 4. So this is the simple program which we can read integer value into a scanner. So second program that is second topic that we have to see, is buffered reader class. So what is the hierarchy of buffered reader class? It belongs to the IO package, java.io .buffer reader. So what is the buffered reader class? It is name suggested the meaning. Buffered reader means reads text from a character input stream, buffering character, so as to provide for the efficient reading of a characters, arrays and lines. So means you can read a line or character or string or whatever the input you have given, and that put it into a buffer. Okay. So then next example of that is buffered reader in equal to new buffered reader into bracket new input stream reader into bracket system.in. So in is the object created of a buffered reader class. So let's see the example. Here open read to open. So this is the class read to. So obviously you have to import the package IO and lang. Lang is used for supporting purpose, language supporting. IO is for input output. Then public static void main string args throws IO exception. So you have to create the object of buffered reader class, BR. BR is the object of a buffered reader class. New buffered reader into bracket new input stream reader. So go to the new input stream reader. It is a parameter, input parameter given to the buffered reader as a stream. And then for the stream you have to give as an input system.in object. So after that, this read line is used to read a string type of input into a buffer, that is buffered reader BR. Then you have to convert that string type into a integer, primitive integer, that is integer.parseInt by using integer.parseInt. Integer is the class, parseInt is the method from that class which converts string type of a variable into primitive integer data type, that is A, and here A is defined as a integer. So we have read two variables A and B. We have calculated the sum and printed the sum. This is a simple program. So Java C read Java. Then Java read to. So now I have to give the input 34. Here is the 45. So calculate the sum, that is 70. So in this way you can use a buffered reader to take the input from the user. So next is third, that is system.console.readline. Through that particular method, readline method from the console, that you can take the input. So what is the hierarchy for that? That is java.lang having that object class. So in that you have java.io.console as a class. And so that from console class you have to read the line method, read line. So here methods to access the character based console device, if any associated with the current Java virtual. If this virtual machine has a console, then it is represented by a unique instance of this class, which can be obtained by the invoking the system.console method. If no console device is available, then an invocation of the method will return null. So like this you can take the input from the console. Now let's see the example of the console. So here open read3. This is the example that we have created for taking the input from the console. So simply what you have to do, you have to define a class. So take the main method into the class and then define string name as equal to system.console.readLine. You have to read the line from the console and put that line into the name. So it is considered as a string type variable. So then I have just printed that string type variable here in front of input is. Okay. So this way we can go for taking the input from the console.readLine. So just what we have to go, we have to just run the program javac read3.java, then java read3, which is to take the input. So now we have to read the input. Suppose my name. So input is Shantanu. So like that we can take the input from the console as a string. Then you can convert it into any data type that you want to do. So like this we can go to a particular input. So here we can go for that user defined input cases. Here 3 cases that we have seen: buffer reader class, scanner class, and console reader. So today we will stop here. Further we will discuss the next topic. Thank you.